Hello everyone, welcome to week 1 of my Arizona Cardinals Connected Careers mode in Madden 13. Now I decided to use the Cardinals in this series mainly because they have been in a playoff drought all the way since they made it to the Super Bowl back with Kurt Warner. I know, it seems like a long time, and they have a lot of young talent, like there you can see Patrick Peterson, Beanie Wells. And yeah, that's the meaning behind that. Let's get the kickoff going right here. Jay Feely will kick it off. I made a couple free agent moves before week 1 that I didn't record, so I'm just gonna explain it right now. Let you in on that. I picked up Brandon LaFell from Carolina. I was surprised they let him go. He's young, and I think he's going to be a star in the NFL in the coming years. And they picked up Ovi Mahaley from Atlanta, I believe. But he's a solid fullback, and Arizona had a mediocre one at best, so that's why I picked up them. I think that's it right now, but I'm also going to be watching closely the play of quarterback Kevin Kolb, because he is, as you know, in 2012, the regular season, he struggled mightily, and he was injured. So I'm going to give him, everyone deserves a second chance, so I'm going to give him a second chance here with this Connected Careers. See how he does, and base the upcoming draft on that. And let's look at defense here. We have the line led by Dockett, linebackers led by Sam Acko, and the corners led by Adrian Wilson and Patrick Peterson, the electrifying punt returner, kick returner, and cornerback out of LSU. There's a run up the middle. Barely gets the line of scrimmage, if that, by Lynch. I'm sorry, the first video, I'm probably not going to be play-by-playing as much as I would normally if this was like later on in the season, but first week of the season, I think it's important to just talk about what you're in for and how the Connected Careers is going to play out. So that's what this episode is for. But I will be doing play-by-play, so I'm probably going to start around now. Russell Wilson inside the red zone here after that deep pass that was ridiculous. I was screaming when I was playing that. No, just kidding. But there's a tackle by Campbell. But I forgot to mention this, that I did trade, I think, a couple draft picks. I traded our first-round draft pick, which was, I think, number 5, and next year's number 3 or 4 for the number 1 pick in this year's draft. Because you always there's never a perfect team filled with every position player that is excellent and perfect. No team is perfect. And I think that having the number 1 pick, it's all in your hands. You want to get the best player available, and that's what I plan to do. It's probably going to end up being a quarterback, even if Kevin Kolb does have a good season. I think we need to build for the future, and I just don't think Kevin Kolb is a franchise quarterback. So it will probably end up being a quarterback unless something crazy happens, like a breakout season by like a running back, because that is definitely our most needed position right now. Beanie Wells is not very consistent. He's injury prone and a lot of other stuff. But as you see, the Seahawks tacked on 3 points, and they're up 3-0 now. Wells on the little counter gets 4 yards. Let's look at the offensive line led by Levi Brown. And we can see backs and receivers, obviously led by the stellar star wide receiver, Larry Fitzgerald. He has been the focal point of this offense and pretty much their team for the last couple of years. but he was unfortunate to have horrible quarterbacks the last couple of years, so he couldn't show his talent. But this year, hopefully with me in control of the team, he can show his talent. He can be a star, and he can excel. Here we are, 3rd and 6. Cobb, plenty of time. He dumps it off to Fitzgerald on a slant, and that's a good 12-yard gain and a first down, up to the 38-yard line. Here we go. Mahaley is in motion. The run to Wells. He's got an opening. He bounces outside. And that's a great pickup of 8 on the play. 3 rushes, 12 yards. Starting off good with the strong running game and a strong passing game. That's just what you want. To have your offense clicking right from the get-go. You want to be in rhythm. To try and put some points on the board early. And you have to make sure your defense is holding up as well. You can't just score points and let the other team score. You know, you have to have a strong defense and a strong offense to win games in the NFL. Here we see an audible at the line. Cobb dropping back. Plenty of time again, and he finds King over the middle. This backup tight end. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention again. I told you I did a lot of free agency, and that's probably why I'm forgetting this, but I picked up Kellen Winslow on free agents. He's an awesome tight end. He has a complete package, size, speed, blocking ability, and I was surprised that nobody had him. Nobody picked him up. So I did, and now he is the featured tight end in our system. I think he's going to do great this year. He's going to be one of the better tight ends in the NFL, but look at this. Beanie Wells fumbles. And that is key, because I was watching him like a hawk beforehand, and now the problem is even bigger as he fumbles on his 4th carry of the game. And that will give Russell Wilson the ball once again. Lynch trying to juke out the D end, but he can't. He can't, and Campbell brings him down. 2nd and 13 now for Wilson and his Birds. Pitch out again, and Marshawn Lynch is met by Darrell Washington. This Cardinals defense is pretty good, but Marshawn Lynch is good too, and that's why this matchup is interesting. So far, it looks like the Cardinals D is winning the battles in the trenches. They're getting penetration. Wow, look at that throw by Wilson. He gets smacked in the backfield, but he still lets a beauty fly and finds Doug Baldwin over the middle. Wide open for a first down. This rookie has impressed me. Russell Wilson, he's a dual threat quarterback, and that's becoming the norm in the NFL now, but Russell Wilson has that rare combination of speed and throwing ability. He can run when he's in trouble. He can throw it deep down the field, and he was a late round pick, and it was just because of his size. And look at this. He leads his team to the playoffs. What more can you ask besides like a Super Bowl win? Especially for a rookie, so he's one to look out for in 2013 and beyond. Another first down racked up. An out route by Ben Obamanu. Looks like the D is switching up here. They've got a blitz. And Adrian Wilson all the way from the safety position. Jars through the line and brings down the quarterback. And Calais Campbell is down. Huge injury. He is a force to be reckoned with on the defensive side, and that's going to hurt the Cardinals in this game. Look at this right here. Wilson, plenty of time. He launches it down the field, but it's just underthrown. Pretty good coverage there on the play anyway, but I think if he flew it out there a little farther, he could have had a touchdown. But that's hard to ask 50 yards down the field. That brings up a long 3rd and 15 from the 50-yard line midfield. Wilson again, plenty of time. He wings it. And that is incomplete in the back of the end zone. Almost intercepted on the play. He's been lucky. Not the best throws, but the Cardinals are not catching him, so. Here's the punt by John Ryan out to the dangerous Patrick Peterson. He's probably my favorite player on this team. He is so exciting to watch. Look at this. Jukes him out, breaks a tackle, and he sets his team up at the 21. They were going to be backed up inside their own 10, and he makes something out of nothing and brings it to the 21, where at least they have some room to work with. 1st and 10 from the 21 now. Audible at the line again. Cobb rolling back. He flings it, and it's intercepted by Brandon Browner, the 6'4" cornerback. In his first couple years in the NFL, he makes a play on the ball. Wasn't a horrible throw, but Brandon Browner was there. He jumped the route and made the interception. Lynch will get it for 6 yards. Cardinals' defense has been good so far, but their offense has turned the ball over a couple times, and that's why there's points on the board for Seattle, and that's why Arizona has been stale on offense. And look at this. Russell Wilson finds his tight end, Zach Miller, wide open in the flat, and he rumbles in for the touchdown. That will put Seattle up 10-0 about midway through the second quarter. And just like that, Arizona is down 10. Peterson will return this one about 3 yards back. He is going to bring it out to the 26. They will set up shop here at the 25, actually. Beanie Wells trying to get the edge. Can't really. He picks up 3. Tackled by the young stud, Bobby Wagner. This Seattle D is very young but very talented. One of the best recruited defenses in the league. Pete Carroll did an amazing job setting up this defense. Anyway, 3rd and 3 now. Kevin Cobb. He's in shotgun format. The ball is snapped. He throws it to Fitzgerald, and the sure-handed wide receiver makes the catch, and that will move the chains. That's what they need to do. They just need short, easy passes, keep moving the chains, and get a sustained drive, score some points, and they're right back in the game. Here's Cobb. And another interception. This time it's Marcus Trufant, the corner. He didn't see him lurking in front of the route. He thought it was a clear, easy throw right on the out route. But it wasn't. He didn't see the defender there, and he just makes the easy interception. And Wilson will get the ball again. He is on fire. But look at that horrible throw. That's a good 10 feet or more ahead of the receiver, and he was wide open on a slant. I don't know how you miss a guy that wide open. Defense changes, and that's a run to Lynch, but he is met right there by the Cardinals D. That broke through the line, and they will call quick timeout, trying to conserve the clock. They want to score before halftime. They don't want to be shut out. Wilson drops back, dumps it off. Minimal gain, though. Only 3 yards now. That will bring up 4th and 10. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know the reasoning behind that play. He was open, yeah, but he was on the sidelines, like 2 yards up the field, and that's not going to help your team. So that looks like a good punt, and it is out at the 12-yard line. Beautiful punt by Ryan. Here comes Cobb with 2 backs in for protection, but they go out for passes. And he finds LaFell, but he can't handle the pass. Not a good way to start your career with a team. Dropping the pass in the closing minutes of the first half. Here comes Cobb again. He's rolling. He's got his man, but he fumbles. Beanie Wells again. And that is just unacceptable. Yes, he's not used to catching the ball, but he's a running back and you're not supposed to fumble. He's fumbled twice in the first half. But look at that, Russell Wilson, first play after the turnover, he throws it right into the hands of Obama and he drops it. Kind of makes me feel a little better, but still, it's not a turnover. Turnovers are the worst, and we've already had 3 in the first half. Not a good start for the Cardinals this 2012 season. Critical 3rd and 1 here. Seahawks could go up 17-0 or 13-0, and that makes it a 3-possession game or a 2-possession game. And Russell Wilson puts it right on the numbers, but the receiver Baldwin gets jarred, and incomplete is the result. Should be a easy field goal. It's just straight on, and he nails it. That'll put him up 13-0 heading into halftime. I don't know what the Cardinals are going to be able to do with 54 seconds. They have been lackluster all day. Let's see if Stevens Howling can maybe set him up in good field position, but he can't. He gets hit down at the 18, hard hit. Horrible blocking on the kick return. Here we go, 1st and 10. Cobb drops back. He's got a wide open Fitzgerald up the field. Could that spark their offense? I don't know. So far, look at that. Russell Wilson dominating this competition. Hurry up offense is intact. It's in motion here. And Cobb's got his man king. 1st down again. They're closing in on field goal range. They will call a quick timeout. 26 seconds left on the clock with 1 timeout remaining. Maybe they should just stay no huddle, and maybe they'll have more success like they're having on this drive. Flings it down the field, and it's almost intercepted. That time, that was a bad decision. He tried to hit Fitzgerald, but the cornerback was right on him. But he threw it there anyway, and he almost regretted that throw. Here comes Cobb, and did he catch it? No, it's 3rd and 10. Winslow couldn't get his feet down. But the booth will review this one. I don't know what they saw, but it is overturned. The play is overturned, and that's critical because that is a 1st down, and it stopped the clock. They're almost in the red zone now. Here comes Cobb. He had an open man, LaFell, but he overshot it. He overshot him. Could have been a 1st down and more. But that will bring up 2nd down anyway. At the 26-yard line. Cobb in the shotgun. He's got his man. Fitzgerald, was he in? Yes, he is. He drags the foot, and he is down. 1st and goal at the 6. Impressive drive by the Cardinals here. He just breaks off his route. Cobb throws a perfect dime in there. 10 seconds remaining, though. They dump it off to Winslow, and he is stopped at the 5-yard line. At least it was a quick play so they could use their last time out. Huge decision by the coach here. Will he go for the touchdown, or will he go for the field goal? And it has to be a throw in the end zone, or else they could be tackled down, and the clock could run out with nothing to show for it. Here's Cobb. He dumps off to Winslow, and he is in! Touchdown Cardinals! In his debut with Arizona, Winslow, 3 catches on that drive, and he caps it off with a touchdown catch. Huge play. And now it is only a 1-possession game. They're down 6, heading into halftime. 3 catches, 18 yards, and a touchdown on that drive. I think they'll just do a squib kick here. Yep, they will. Jay Feely just stubs it into the ground where Lynch can't get a return. And that will bring us to halftime, folks. Opening kick of the third quarter will be off. My Cardinals will receive. Stevens Helling. Will he take it out? Yep. He's going. Tries to cut it outside, but he'll only be able to reach the 21-yard line. Kevin Cobb will come out for his first drive of the third quarter. Not too good of a day until last drive. Hopefully he can continue that here. Wells bouncing outside. He's got a lane, picks up 9 on the play. Wells probably won't be seeing as many touches here in the second half, because he had 2 fumbles in the first half. I don't like that. But here he is again, Wells. He's probably trying to hold that ball a little tighter this time. Hopefully. Not bad on the ground though, 10 for 42. It's not horrible numbers, he just has 2 turnovers, which would drive any coach wild. First and 10 at the 38. Flings it. Oh, he's got Winslow. Right on the deep route. Splits the defenders, and he is in for the touchdown. Perfect throw, perfect catch, perfect route by Winslow and Cobb. And that is an exclamation point in this game. 14 unanswered points by Arizona, and they are now up 14-13 after 2 great drives, 2 amazing drives. Kellen Winslow, the highlight of both of them. And that's exactly why I picked him up. He's a big play threat. He's got speed. He's got height. He can do everything. Here we go. Kickoff to Washington. He will take a knee. Bring it out to the 20 for Seattle. They will start at the 20 here. The running game wasn't effective in the first half, but the passing game was, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here. They are going with the pass. Plenty of time. He whips it down the field right into the hands of Kerry Rhodes, but he can't catch it. Arizona would have had some turnovers of their own if they could just catch the ball. They say cornerbacks that can't catch, and prime example right there. I think anyone should be able to catch that. Lynch is stuffed after 2 yards again by Quentin Groves. 3rd down and 8 from the 22. They're 2 for 6 today. Not too good, but they have scored 13 points, so the pressure is on, but he flings it over the middle, and he's got Miller. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, and he is tripped down after a huge gain. Russell Wilson just threw that away before the defender could hit him, bring him down for the sack, but he found Zach Miller. Huge gain, huge 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 now. He's trying to scramble, but he will be sacked. Loss of 1 on the play. First time we've seen him use his feet today. It didn't pan out for him, but only lost 1 yard. It's not a big dent. The run to Lynch. He jukes 1 man out. He will get 4 yards in the carry. Darrell Washington brings him down. 3rd and 7. They're in field goal range. But I'm sure they would like to score a touchdown instead. Here we are, Wilson. Pressure's on, dumps a little screen pass off. Lynch. What a hit there. Lynch gets drilled by Rhodes. One of the better safeties in the league. Emerging. But it will lead to 4th and 3 and a field goal attempt. It is up. And it is good. Seahawks regain the lead. 16-14 after the Ryan Longwell field goal. Here comes Stevens Helling to return. Decent return, that's the 26-yard line. Here comes Kevin Cobb out once again. The run to Wells. He will only get nothing on the carry. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now, after the gain of nothing. He throws it over the middle to LaFell once again, and he drops it for the second time today. 2 drops. Not an impressive debut. Third and 10. And Cobb doesn't see the man coming at him. Jones brings him down. He broke off the tackle. And he was in there to hit Cobb and bring him down for the sack. First punt of the day for Arizona, actually. And it will be a fair catch by Washington at the 31. They will take over at the 31 after the punt. Russell Wilson will hand it off to Lynch. Another juke. Oh, he's off. Missed tackle by the defender. Best run of the day for Lynch. 13 rushes, 31 yards. Not very good. But that was one bright spot we've seen today. That was a good 16 or so yard run. Pitch to Lynch again. And that time the defense can wrap him up in the backfield. He loses 3. Second and 13. From the 47. He gives it to Lynch. And he loses the football. Another fumble this time. Arizona takes it away. Finally, my team gets a turnover. Takes away the football. Huge hit by Paris Lennon on Lynch. He coughs it up. And we recover. First and 10 now from the 48. The give to Wells. And he will fumble. Not again. 3 fumbles today. And I am seriously considering letting this guy go now. I have Joik Bell off free agents waiting to come in. He sure is looking good right now compared to Beanie Wells' 3 fumbles today. But everyone has a bad day, you know. Everyone deserves a second chance, a third chance, and a fourth chance. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see if I can maybe trade him or put him on the at least put him on the trading block. See what happens if anyone's interested in him. Because this game has been a disaster for Beanie. 2 straight bad plays for Seattle, and that will lead to 3rd and 11. Third and 11. Wilson will take it out of the shotgun. He's going deep, and another deflection by the corner. And that will force a punt. This game is going to go right down to the wire. I can already tell. 16-14, Seattle is up. First home game of the year for my team. First game of the season. And it's been a good one. As that will land in the end zone for a touchback. They're in the pistol format here. Cobb will take it. Dump it off to Wells, and he will not gain any yards. Cobb has been pretty impressive so far. He's been okay. I think he has Yeah, he has 2 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, 12 of 18, 205 yards. Decent day. But he needs to win this game in order to secure his job for the moment. That's a good pass. 15-yard gain from LaFell, who can actually hold on to this ball. Second reception of the day, I think. 1st and 10 from the 35. Play action. He throws the bomb. He's got Fitzgerald. He's been the star of this game for their offense. 5 receptions, 110 yards. And that was the biggest play of the day, probably. Cobb launches one, and Fitzgerald is there, even in double coverage, to make the catch. Play action again. He's going to the corner for Fitzgerald, and he's got it at the 2. Larry Fitzgerald emerging in this offense from week 1. One of the better wide receivers in the league, and he is proving himself worthy on this football team. They will just run it up with Wells. He jumps over the pile, and touchdown Cardinals. Amazing drive. Put it up by Kevin Cobb. And this Cardinals offense, mainly led by Larry Fitzgerald, but don't take anything away from Kevin Cobb. These are beautiful throws he is making right now. He is in stride. He is on fire. Hopefully this can continue. Beanie Wells, for some reason they're highlighting him on that drive just because he scored the touchdown, but he should take almost no satisfaction away from this game. He has cost this team points after points. 3 fumbles. I've said it a million times. I sound like a broken record. But that's just haunting me right now. 3 fumbles. 3 fumbles. Back to the action. We have 1st and 10 from the 20. In the eye. He runs it up for 2 yards. Williams is there to bring him down. I'm gonna try to make it entertaining for you guys to watch these videos. I hope you guys watch the whole thing. I try to make it fun with commentary, because I mean, if it was just live gameplay with nothing else there, I think it would get kind of boring. It probably does get kind of boring anyway. I understand that. 30 plus minutes of football. I mean, that's me. I love football. I could watch that all day long, but some of my viewers, I understand that. I just don't want any haters saying, why aren't you doing, why aren't you cutting out parts? I like to see the whole game. I like to watch the whole game play by play, introduce some commentary to you guys, so hopefully you guys can enjoy that as much as I do making these videos. Yeah, it does take a long time to upload it, save it, and stuff, but it's okay to me. Here we see Patrick Peterson punt, return it out for 20 plus yards. He is so dangerous. He can break one at any moment. And he's just in his 1st year in the NFL. He's a 1st-year player. Cobb, not a lot of time, but nobody open. He has to throw it away. Good decision there. Almost intentional grounding, but he was throwing to a receiver in the area. He's looking for the screen, but he can't get it off in time. Good pressure by the defense. I'm not sure if he was thinking about running with it or throwing it to the other receiver on the other end. I'm not sure. Floats it to LaFell, and he makes the snag. That was his 2nd reception. I thought he had 2 already, but it looks like that was only his 2nd catch of the day. Three minutes remaining in this game. Wells bursts up the middle. You better hold on to this one, I swear. 14 rushes, 53 yards. 2nd and 1, excuse me. 2nd and 1 from the 27. Another good drive here from Arizona. Beanie's got it. He's breaking up the lane, and he'll be brought down at the 21. I am praying that he does not fumble inside the red zone. That would be my worst nightmare. We will change it up here, go for the play action pass, audible at the line. Cobb, he's got his man LaFell, and he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals! I think Brandon LaFell made up for his drops with that catch. With that touchdown catch there. He has been the best player on this drive. I like how Cobb is distributing the ball to every receiver. He's had LaFell, Fitzgerald, Wells, Jeff King, Kellen Winslow. And I think that's almost about it, but 5 different receivers, that's pretty good for a single game. He is improving each quarter, 323 yards passing, 3 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions came in the first half, and this second half has been amazing for Cobb. I think he's racked up over 200 passing yards, and I think he's had 2 touchdown passes, 1 or 2 touchdown passes. It's been a turnaround. The first half was all Seattle, and look at the second half. It's been all Arizona. Seattle, I don't think has scored anything, or if they have, it's been only a field goal. And Arizona scored 14 points in the span of 3 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks are still in this game, though. 2-possession game, but we've seen crazier things. That will bring us to the 2-minute warning, guys. And this will, like I said, this one's going right down to the wire. If you just looked at the scoreboard right now, you'd say, "Oh, Arizona ran away with this one." But if you watch the entire game, you'd know that that's a completely different scenario. But there is a flag on the defense. I jumped off sides there. Darnell Dockett. 1st and 10 now. Automatic first down off the penalty. From the 34. Wilson with pressure. He throws it into a tight window, and it is broken up. Looking for Sidney Rice, who has been a non-factor today. Two backs. He's got a tight end and a Lynch. He floats it, and did he land in? No, he did not. It looked like he had them both in, but I guess not. And yeah, here comes the booth review. Here comes the challenge, and it is overturned, like I suspected. The play is overturned. 1st and 10. From the 47. They are across midfield into Arizona territory. Oh, dangerous throw by Wilson. He was under pressure. He went with the screen, but there was a guy there. He was just too far ahead of the receiver, and he alters the route. Oh my goodness, look at that. And they say cornerbacks can't catch, and they really do mean it. That was maybe the easiest interception you could have. A little floater right into your hands, and he drops it. William Gay. Wilson throws a dart over the middle. He's got Obamanu, and they are rolling down the field. 1:25 remaining. Wilson out of the shotgun. Plenty of time, no pressure. He goes in the end zone, but it's dropped. Zach Miller drops it right at the goal line. Probably the biggest drop of the game. Each team has had their share of drops. That probably was the biggest. Shotgun format again. He dumps it off. Zach Miller. Minimal gain of 2. They're going to have to hurry up. They're not using their 3 timeouts for some reason with only a minute remaining. Wilson launches it in. It's dropped again. It is almost comical how many drops there have been in this game. He had a wide open Golden Tate on the curl. He put it right there, right between the numbers, right in his hands, and he dropped it. Wilson, 4th and 8 now. And that is deflected by Adrian Wilson. That will be our game, folks. Arizona will take this one 28-16. They just have to run it a few times, pick up 1 first down, and the game's over. Here comes the run to Mahaley. He picks up 3. And Seattle will use their first timeout of the half. Play clock is stopped at 52. Run to Wells this time, and he will pick up the first down. Game over. It looks like 1 timeout remaining for Seattle. And here comes Kevin Cobb. He will run it. Beanie Wells. Did he pick up the first? No. 2nd and 9. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Last timeout by Seattle. And they will just kneel it here. 40 seconds left. I think that will bring it all the way down to like 2 seconds. And they will just have to kneel it once more. Great first game for Arizona. Their defense was strong. Their offense is strong. And that will be the final score, 28-16. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it, comment if you feel you need to, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos. I will be back probably next week for week 2. I like to go week by week, just like a normal NFL season. But that will conclude this episode. Next week, we head into New England to face the New England Patriots. Kevin Cobb was impressive. He'll have to bring his A game next week to face Tom Brady and that great offense. But we are 1-0 after week 1. We picked up the victory, and that's all that you want for the first week. You want to build confidence. You want to build the momentum. And that's just what we did today. So yeah, post-game, it is 28-16. You can see some of the highlights here. Thank you for watching. Yeah, and that's it.